Alright, guys, welcome to another episode, Tale of Crestoria. I'm probably butchering it. Anyways, I've been playing this game for almost 7 to 10 hours already, and there's so many mistakes that I have made. And I am making a guide to definitely help you guys to get ahead. And these are my 7 tips to get ahead of the game, okay? So my first tip is rerolling. So when you're rerolling, a lot of people are asking themselves, which character will I want to reroll? That really depends on which character do you like. Do you like fire? Do you like light, dark, water, etc. and etc., right? So each of them has their own unique. Some of them has a lot of high DPS, and some of them has lower cooldown, right? So it really depends on which character that you are really building, okay? So there's actually a tier list. I'm not gonna go over it, but remember, the important thing you need to get out of this when you are rerolling, you definitely need at least a minimum of 3 SSR character, okay? And when you're looking at these 3 SSR character, one is you're getting it from a selector ticket, okay? 2, you're getting it from the ticket that they gave you, the 10 free ticket summon. And then you get a 3 super rare card that you can pull, hopefully, to get out of that, okay? So when you're pulling, you need at least 3 SSR character. And in these 3 SSR character, you want to focus on their element. That is the key, okay? Focusing on their element meaning team comp. So, for example, if you're picking fire, you need to have at least a minimum of 2 fire team comp in your comp. And in your last character, right? Character, you need to have either a support, which is a healer, or the same element, meaning 3 element comp team, okay? Or a heavy DPS, which is from another element. That will give you a carry throughout the story, and you don't have to, have a hard time clearing content, because I've been playing this game and I've been re-rolling and I only got 2 SSR, and I was playing to a certain chapter and I got stuck and I couldn't do anything, and I was like, oh my goodness, like this is gonna be for a very long time. So what I did was I uninstall, re-roll, and it took me like literally 5 to 6 hours, like re-rolling, trying to get the right comp that I wanted, okay? So it is really important when you are a free-to-play player, you definitely need to focus on your reroll, okay? So that is tip number 1. Tip number 2, pay attention to the meta. When you are re-rolling, you want to make sure which are the character that is in the arena. A lot of people are going for the meta, which is the fire and nature right now, okay? So if you're going opposing the meta, and if you're building a team comp which is like water, okay, you're more chance of going against the fire team. Your winning percent will be a lot higher, okay? It will increase your winning chance higher. Like for me, for example, I pick a team which is a light and dark comp. So not a lot of people are picking that team because it's very hard to build, and 2, you have to keep re-rolling for a very, very long time to get these kind of elements, right? Because a lot of people are going fire and wind, okay? Not a lot of people are going for water, because water it's kind of iffy. All right. Number 3, we are going to bind the account. My mistake was I always thought that when you go to your rank and then you have this player ID, and you think that when you're having this player ID, basically it's gonna bind your account. It is not. Okay, keep that in mind. It took me like an hour to figure this out. I realized that when I was trying to transfer my data, it didn't work because I didn't bind it. The ID doesn't do anything. You actually have to go to menu, and then you have to go other, and then click on transfer data, and then link to either Bandai Namco ID or Game Center, okay? And you have to fill out this thing, which takes you like maybe 5 to 8 minutes to actually bind your account, and it's really annoying. So do your best, pick the character that you want, bind your account, because that's the only way you can secure your account. Okay? Number 4, stamina management, which they call it AP. You want to manage your AP, which is basically your currency whenever you're playing a story mode or other modes, okay? It requires AP. A good way to do this is to play out through story, and then you go to another dungeon, and I'm recording. So when you go and play another dungeon, you always want to use your AP to a point where it will automatically level up. Basically, what you're trying to do is recycle the AP currency. So when you keep playing a certain dungeons, right, that you are trying to farm, for example, if I'm trying to farm the gold dungeon, right, and I'm playing, so I'm playing this gold dungeon right now. I keep wanting to farm my material into where I'm basically farming this with free currency, where I don't have to refresh my AP, and I'll keep farming this until I keep leveling up. For example, I have been doing this since level 6, and I kept farming and farming and farming and farming, and it helps my character grow. And then I keep leveling up without worrying about my AP, because it's really important, because later on you'll hit to a point where your AP doesn't recharge for a while. And when that happens, you have to wait for your AP. So a good way for that is to manage your AP resource, okay? And then now we are going to go with tip number 5, leveling up your character. It is important in this game to level up your character, because you will be facing some hard content where your character is not being able to carry and you can't auto on a certain level. So what do you need to focus? So this is the key that you need to focus. Now, let me get out and show you. Like, don't level up your character evenly. This is my mistake. I kept leveling up my character evenly. So what you want to do is level up your main DPS to the highest level as you can, and all the other character, leave them at the level as they are through either stage story progression without having to use any pots to level them up. And then once you get your main character to a certain level which can carry you, then you eventually work on your second DPS. For example, my main character that I use is Leon. He has amazing hit for his Inferno Suffering. So I basically level him up to basically carry me to most of my game content. And then my second is my Mila. She's gonna be my second support damage dealer. So the rest is basically just being carried by these two. So it is really important to focus on that. Okay, so basically level up your main character, the rest keep them at a steady level until you have a solid character that is basically doing a lot of damage. Then level up your second character, then third, and then the rest, and so on and so forth. Okay. Number 6, goal. It is really important. Right now, when you're beginning, goal doesn't seem to be very important. But if you notice, sometimes you clear a story, they don't give you that much goal, right? Can you imagine later on when you upgrade, it's going to cost you a lot of gold. So it is important that you use your AP right now and go and keep farming gold or the power up quest, because your AP is always going to keep recharging as you level up. And then when you have enough of these supplies and you feel you're strong enough, you go to story. It'll help you clear your contents very easy. But at the same time, you need these materials because these materials are end game materials. All right, my last tip is number 7, when to summon. When should you summon? You should summon when you have currency, meaning when you have enough gem. Number 7, when you have currency. Okay? Before you summon, you have to think about this. Do you have a team comp that has team synergy, basically giving each other buff toward a certain element? For example, Mila, okay? Her synergy with light, basically 20% max HP to light allies. And I have another one, which is Kanta. He is a light, right? So he gains 20% HP buff. But at the same time, he also gives 15% attack to all allies. So I have 2 lights already, right? So it's pretty solid. So what I need when I'm summoning is I need another character that is light. Then I'm set. Or another character that is dark. Then I have 2 light, 2 dark to even out, to balance, okay? When should you summon? When you have lack of power, basically meaning like you feel like, okay, like I'm not clearing the stage and I need a certain character, like really, really bad, and I have a lot saved up. That's when you should summon. Okay? So that is my tip, 1 to 7 tip. And now we are going to summon to see what we are going to get. Here we go. Are we going to get lucky, boys? Or are we not going to get luckies? Here we go. Gambling time. Oh yeah. Oh dude, we got shaft really bad. No. Anyways, skip. But as you can see, sometimes your luck isn't good. So, alright, so that is my 7th tip. Hope you liked the video. Please subscribe for more content and hit the like button